In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to have WhisperReporter automatically generate a summary page for you. And of course, when I say page, it could be many pages long, just depending upon how much information gets pulled back there. But WhisperReporter will do it automatically for you. You won't have to mess with it. So we're going to use a template here that has a summary section, but currently it's empty, so there's nothing in it. So the only way you could actually have a summary information, that is here, is by you entering it yourself. But if we want Whisper to do that for us, what we'll do is we will come up here to the top, and we'll start off by putting a heading at the top. I always recommend doing that so people will understand what this is, and we'll put that heading up there a little bigger, like maybe font size 18, make it bold. Come down to the next line, which is still an Arial size 10, and let's make that a little bigger as well. Let's put that at maybe 12, and we will insert a tag. Now, we talked about tags in a previous tutorial. If you have watched that yet, it's probably good that you have, because this is yet another tag. Tags don't have to just be information that has been put into the report that we spoke of earlier, like the client's information, property address, etc. It can actually be special features. And one of those features is what we call linked text. Now, there's two ways to make the automatic summary function. One is, and probably the most popular method, is to bring in information that has been linked by you into the summary page. In other words, anything that you have flagged to Whisper as information that you want brought into the summary page. That's probably the most common method we have people using. Another method is just to bring the whole comment area in if it's marked as deficient, for example. We'll talk about that method in just a second, but if we go here and click this, you're going to get prompted for a qualifier. And Whisper has a number of link qualifiers in here. Now, of course, I think some of these are kind of a carryover from some stuff we did in the past, but these can be changed. These are customizable. I'm just going to choose all for right now, but I could choose code violation, major repair, minor repair, and I think what we'll do is go over those in a advanced tutorial for you, but let's just keep it simple for right now. Let's just move everything into one category called all. So I said all. I'm going to say OK, and that inserted a tag here. Now, this tag is a special tag, and it tells Whisper that when the report is generated starting at this location in the summary page, to replace this tag with everything that you have linked throughout the entire report as a linked item, in other words, that you want brought back here. Now, one thing you might want to do, I would certainly suggest it, is if you're going to use this feature, you need to come up under Setup, go to Preferences, and in Preferences, we have a tab here. There's a lot of preferences we have so you can customize the program. But one of them is linked text. And in the preferences for linked text, we have a number of headings that you can instruct Whisper to include in front of your items that have been linked. Now, I've already selected this here, but more than likely yours will have none set here after you've installed Whisper, or if you've never used this feature. One I always just use to start with here is the basic document for sample report number 1. You, of course, can use anything else that's in here. You can create your own topic heading and customize the way your headings look yourself. You can also instruct Whisper to number this information, the linked information that's getting brought back into the summary page. You can have us number it. You can actually have us put symbols in front of it. You can even have Whisper trim leading or trailing blank lines from the linked text. So what I'm going to do right now is just going to click OK here because we've already got the heading selected. I'm now going to go, now, at this point we're pretty much done with the summary page. This would be done to your master template, so you would never have to do this again. So as long as it's in your template and you start a new inspection report, this is going to come across. It'll already be there. Now, when you're actually doing the report, you're going to go section by section the way you always do, down the report, putting your findings into the inspection report. Let's say, for example, we wanted to include this in the summary page. All we have to do is highlight it, click this button right here. It looks like a planet Earth with a chain link in front of it. If you hold the mouse pointer over it, it's going to say link. We get that same window we saw a minute ago. Once again, this is how you flag it in a specific fashion. So I could mark this as a code violation, or it's something that's major, minor, or something that needs to be monitored. Once again, I'm just going to say all for now. I'm going to say OK. And you'll notice, if you can see this right here, all this text is double underlined in gray. Okay. If I was to double click the backwards P up here, this formatting attribute button that shows me information, and I said double click it, you will see that actually if I single click it, you'll see stuff that you normally see like you would in Word, carriage returns and things like that. If I turn that off and double click it, you're going to see formatting information that Whisper uses. These are special checkboxes up here. That's what these this anchor formatting is all about. If you look down here where you have, or where we have linked this to the summary page, you'll see that it's linked into the all category. So if you're ever not sure about how you link something, double click and you'll be able to see. If it was something that was linked to major, you'd be able to see that, etc. So let's turn that back off. That's linked. Let's go down to another section of the report. Let's say, I was just looking for something that might already be in here. Actually, we can put something in ourselves. Let's come down here to the bottom of roof coverings, and let's look at our rapid remarks, which you may not be able to see with my little screen is kind of wide here for this video, so I think hopefully you can see that now. If I click on one of these, we see a sneak preview of the rapid remark. And of course, let's just take this top one. Double click it. We brought it into view. And let's highlight that and link it to the summary page. Now it's linked as well. Okay? Now, that rapid remark that we brought in could have been linked ahead of time as well. So when you bring it in, it's automatically linked. You don't have to mess with it. So if you have rapid remark comments that are associated with items that are deficient or something that might need repairing or something like that, you might pre-link it ahead of time. That would save you some time. So we've flagged two items, one in the foundation section, one under roof covering. Let's generate our report and see what it looks like. Got the preview button here on the print window. We're going to get an audit report here. Hit continue. Okay, well, here's our preview window. If we scroll down, you're going to see the items in, here's one of the ones we flagged, but this is in the actual foundation section, so it looks like it normally would there. You really can't tell by looking at this that it's also linked somewhere else. Okay, here's the comment that we put under the roof covering area. Okay, let's scroll all the way down to the end of this report. Okay, here's our summary page. You'll see that our heading's there, and we put that in there. That'll always be there. You will notice that the tag we inserted has been replaced with these headings, along with the information that we selected, basically linked to the back, to the summary page. Now, of course, I said back. In this particular case, the summary page is in the back. But the summary page could be anywhere you want it. The automatic summary could be at the front of the report. It could be in the middle. It could be anywhere you want it. So wherever that tag appears is where the summary information will be automatically generated for you. But as you can see, all the information that we linked did not have to be entered by us. Whisper took care of it for us, and it was brought to the back. And the headings were automatically put in front of it for us so we would know what this information was associated with. So that's pretty much the way the automatic summary works in the most fundamental way. And now let me show you how the other automatic summary setting works. If we get back to where we were, let's go back to the summary page. It's off the screen down here at the bottom, but if you look at the title bar up here at the top, you can see I'm in summary. So here's the tag we used to start with, and I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to replace it with a different tag. The tag I'm going to use this time is still link text, but it will actually reference the full topic comment. Okay, and this is going to be based on a checkbox. So what we'll do is, this particular report has some topic checkboxes, one that's marked deficient. I'm going to flag it off of that. So we're going to say deficient, and you can see that it looks different. Okay, before it was off items that were linked. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the foundation section, and this stuff is still linked in here, but since it's linked and the type of tag we're using, it really does not apply to that. The way this is going to work is if this section has the deficient checkbox in it, which it does. Now again, this is all very configurable. You can set it up any way you want, but right now what we've done is we've alerted the auto summary feature to look for topics that have this checkbox checked. So this one does now. I'm just going to stop right here, and let's go generate this report and see what it looks like. So we have our audit alert. Here's the automatic summary. I'm sorry, here's the print preview. We go all the way to the end. Here's our summary section. Now you'll notice what happened here is that this particular method of automatic summary does not discern one area of information from another in that topic. So here we are in Foundations. The whole section was marked as deficient. We told the automatic summary to bring that whole topic comment back to the back, and that's exactly what it did. The reason this method is not as desirable is it brings simply everything, and that may not be what you want. If there was pictures in here, they would be here too. So it really has no way of knowing what portion of this particular comment needs to come back here versus another portion of it. So it's all or nothing. And in some ways it's simpler to notify Whisper that it needs to come to the back, but on the other hand it's, you know, possibly too much information. So most people use the link method, but I did tell you that I would show you how it worked, and that's what we've just done. So we will have an advanced automatic summary tutorial, and that concludes this one. Thanks for watching.